Tuesday. What's up? What's up? What's up? Tap the screen and share the live so everybody knows we are here. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Look at us chugging along. Look at us chugging along. Type your blood type in the comments. And if you are new to me, put new in the comments so I can tell you what this platform is all about. Put new in the comments. Unless everybody here knows who I am. Hi, Miss Nikki. Hi. Okay, well, I am Mama Trey, and I teach you how to eat according to your blood type in order to reverse any ailments you have in your body. Okay? And just be warned. Okay? If your comments are filtered by TikTok, it probably means that you're saying something offensive. If you make it through the filters, just know I am going to cuss you up one side and then down the other. So mind your P's and Q's while you're here. So, we talk about all 4 blood types. And then we talk about what ailments are you prone to based on your blood type, what foods are triggering those ailments, and what foods can reverse those ailments. Okay? A lot of people don't realize that most of the common ailments that you guys are suffering from are coming directly from the foods that you're eating every day. Okay? So on this live, you're going to find out about some of your favorite foods and what your favorite foods have done and are doing to your body as we speak. Okay? So we're going to start off with blood type O because blood type O makes up the majority of Americans. Okay? Then we go to blood type A, then blood type B, then blood type AB. Okay? So blood type O makes up 44% of the US population. Blood type A makes up 42% of the US population. Okay? So it's pretty even. So literally 55% of the US population benefits from red meat only, and the other 45% can't eat any meat. That's the simple way to understand it. Okay? So, if you have an ailment in your body, it is simply because you've been eating food that do not go with your genetics. Okay? Each blood type has a different gut microbiome. We all have different levels of stomach acid, different strains and levels of digestive enzymes, and different strains and levels of bacteria. Bacteria has a big role in our bodies, okay? Our bodies are made up of mostly bacteria. So the best thing you can do is to be friends with the bacteria that shares your body with you. And a lot of common ailments that people are suffering from have to do with bad bacteria in your body. Okay? So, if you have any of these ailments, I want you to put them in the comments. So I'm going to list the ailments that are common to blood type O. And if you have any of them, put it in the comments. High blood pressure. High blood pressure is very common to blood type O. If you have high blood pressure, put it in the comments. Make sure you tap the screen and share the live. Okay? Also, just know this. When I start talking about this food, you're probably going to become very emotional. Not just emotional, but very defensive. Okay? And the reason that you become defensive is because these foods have been in your life longer than your husband or your wife. They've been in your life since you were a little kid. And so to find out that these foods is why you have the diseases that you have it's a little bit shocking. Okay, because your doctor's not telling you that your disease came from the food you eat. They're not even telling you to change your diet. So if the doctor's not telling you to change your diet, then he has no interest in you coming off those prescription drugs. Okay? So if you have high blood pressure, it is a strong likelihood that you have insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is literally at the root of the majority of people that have high blood pressure. Insulin resistance happens when you have released so much insulin into your bloodstream over time that your red blood cells now become resistant to the glucose. When that happens, it causes your arteries and your veins to constrict. When your arteries and your veins constrict, it causes pressure on your heart. And that pressure on your heart is what sends your blood pressure up. Okay? Another thing is intestinal dysbiosis, commonly known as bad bacteria in your gut. Hold on, there's something on my screen. Bad bacteria in your gut. Bad bacteria in your gut is responsible for, and if you have any of these ailments, put it in the comments. Endometriosis, alopecia, any skin problems. That would be acne, eczema, psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, dermatitis, rosacea, your yeast infections, your urinary tract infections, your H. pylori, your staph, your E. coli, your cellulitis, your thyroid problems come from bad bacteria in your gut. And that's another thing that's very common amongst blood type O's. Okay, what else? COPD, your anxiety and your depression, all come from bad bacteria in your gut. Then inflammation and anemia. All of those ailments are very common amongst blood type O's. Okay? So let's talk about the food that's triggering these ailments in your body. The number one thing that is the biggest problem for blood type O is wheat. Anything with wheat in it. Anything made from wheat, anything with wheat. How do I get rid of bacteria? You can't get rid of bacteria. That's like saying, how can I get rid of my arm or my leg? That's what that is. Bacteria makes up most of the body. We have trillions of bacteria in our body and hundreds of different strains of bacteria. Okay? So you cannot get rid of bacteria. What you can do is convert bad bacteria into good bacteria. That's how it works. You've been feeding your body the food that the bacteria does not like. Once you start feeding your body the food your bacteria does like, then that bacteria is happy. Okay? That's when everything starts to change. So, the number one thing is wheat. Wheat does 4 things when you consume it. The number one thing that it does is it causes your body to become inflamed. Okay? It causes your body to become inflamed because it sets off a violent inflammation in your intestines, which now makes all of your organs swell. And the largest organ on the body is your skin. So whenever you eat anything with wheat or made from wheat, it's going to cause you to appear to gain weight. Okay? Inflammation of the skin is weight gain. Because now everything is swollen. Okay? The second thing that it does is it converts your happy hormones, dopamine and serotonin, into anger and aggression hormones, which is norepinephrine and noradrenaline. So wheat affects your mood and your hormones. The third thing that it does is it stops your body from absorbing minerals and nutrients from other foods. So now with your consumption of wheat and wheat products, you are literally blocking your body from getting the nutrients and minerals it so desperately needs. So when you are not high, when you are not giving your body the minerals that it needs, number one, it's going to set off mental health issues. Depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, bipolarism, ADHD, hyperactivity. How many of y'all are depressed? 50% of the American population is clinically depressed. And think about all of the wheat products that you're eating on a daily basis. Okay? And the fourth thing that wheat does in your body is it slows down your metabolism. How many of y'all just tired all the time? You wake up tired in the morning. Just feel sluggish. You need a caffeinated drink just to make it through the day. That's because you are consuming wheat products. Those lectins, and lectins are just little small proteins in all whole foods. Those lectins are interfering with your metabolic hormones. Our metabolisms are run by hormones. So when you eat wheat, it literally stops those hormones from converting your food into energy, and it then converts your food into sugar and stores it as fat. Wheat is diabolical. Okay? The second thing you should stop eating if you are blood type O is corn. And I know you probably said, oh, I don't eat corn because it's GMO and it doesn't digest in my body and bop, bop, woo, woo, woo. I get that. But another thing about corn is that it's in everything. High fructose corn syrup, regular corn syrup, corn starch, corn oil. And then regular white distilled vinegar is made from corn. And white distilled vinegar is in every condiment in your house. Your mayonnaise, your mustard, your ketchup, your barbecue sauce, your hot sauce, your salad dressings. So you're getting corn. Even though you're not eating it on the cob or in the can, you are putting corn in your body. All three are in ketchup. All three. And the worst thing I've seen, let's not talk about the alcohol. The worst condiment I've ever seen is that Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A. I want y'all, the next time y'all, please don't go to Chick-fil-A, but you can look it up on the internet, okay? But the ingredients in that Polynesian sauce, oh, first of all, that one packet is 250 calories. And nobody just uses one packet of Polynesian sauce. Nobody uses just one. But when y'all read the ingredients, y'all gonna be like, holy shit. Chick-fil-A is diabolical. They are nefarious. They are complicit. Okay? Let's not talk about the alcohol. Alcohol, most of your alcohol is made from corn. All your dark liquor is made from corn. White liquor, most white liquor is made from potatoes. Some is made from grapes. But most white liquor, vodka, potatoes. Okay, so between wheat and corn, what you should never, ever, ever eat again, I'm going to read it to you because this is what's on your foods list. So when you go get your foods list and you look in the avoid section, that's what you're going to see. Barley, corn flakes, cornmeal, hominy, polenta, all corn grains. Another grain that you should never ever eat is oats. I know y'all love oats. I know y'all love overnight oats and granola and all these other things. Oats is one of the worst things you can ever eat. Number one, it skyrockets your blood sugar. But number two, all of the chemicals on oats literally attack your reproductive organs. Oatmeal. You should not be eating oats. They target your reproductive organs. They literally skyrocket your estrogen. Most beer is made out of barley. Barley and hops. When you eat oats, your blood sugar goes through the roof. You listen, let me just bottom line it, because y'all gonna be asking me what about. I told you were gonna get in your emotions in the first 5 minutes. Blood type O does not benefit from no grains. Not whole, not half, not a quarter, not a third. No grains whatsoever. Those grains immediately turn into sugar in your body. Go get your foods list, ma'am, if you're curious. Okay? I'm reading your food list. That's what I'm reading. All grains are harmful to blood type O because your body is not equipped to break down carbohydrates. This is why y'all shouldn't be eating no starches, no carbs, none of that. That's what's at the root of most of y'all's problems, and this is why your blood pressure's high. Because the carbs and the starches that you're eating are making you insulin resistant, and then that's raising your blood pressure. How come your doctor didn't tell you to stop eating carbohydrates? Yes, I discuss all the blood types every day. How come your doctor didn't tell you to stop eating carbs? I'm sure he told you to stop eating salt. So those of you that stop eating salt to bring your blood pressure down, why is your blood pressure still high? You stopped eating salt. You started eating Mrs. Dash, everything. But your blood pressure's still high. How do you explain that? Because you're still eating carbohydrates. The doctor's not going to tell you the truth because he wants to sell you those drugs. His entire paycheck depends on that. His entire paycheck, his entire salary depends on you being sick, sweetheart. Chicken raises your estrogen to the point that it triggers autoimmune diseases in your body. That's why chicken. So here are the other things you should give up immediately. Cream of wheats, all corn grains, all corn grains. That includes your popcorn, that includes your grits. Oh no, not my grits. Cream of wheat, Amir, Familia, Farina, Farro, gluten flour. Because gluten and wheat are two different things. So y'all feel safe in eating these gluten-free products, yet you're still eating wheat. Your body can't handle wheat. It's not just the gluten, it's the wheat, period. Graham flour, grape nuts, grits, kamut, lentil flour, dal, masticum, papadum, puff wheat, 7 grain, shredded wheat, sorghum, wheat bran, wheat germ, bulgur wheat, durum wheat, semolina wheat. Semolina wheat is all of your pasta. Macaroni, spaghetti, fettuccine, lasagna, even your ramen noodles. Ramen noodles are made from semolina wheat. Now can you see why your blood pressure's high? Because y'all love some pasta, don't you? You love some macaroni and cheese, you love some lasagna, you love some spaghetti, and then you're wondering why your blood pressure's high. Whole grain wheat, whole wheat flour, white flour, sprouted wheat. This is what's triggering inflammation in your body, and this is what's making your blood pressure high. The number 3 thing you should never ever eat again as a blood type O is dairy food. Dairy food is extremely dangerous to blood type O and blood type A. Extremely. The number 1 thing that dairy foods do to your body as a blood type O is triggers inflammation. So now everything on your body is swollen because you like cheese. The number 2 thing that it does is creates all that bad bacteria. So now you got a bunch of yeast and candida flowing through your body because you like cheese. It also messes up your skin. How many of y'all still love milk? What you need to know about milk is this. The lactose that is in milk is sugar. So when you say, oh, I'm lactose intolerant, you're just saying that I'm sugar intolerant, which is very true because blood type O cannot have nothing that turns into sugar in their body. You didn't even know that. You're just thinking that you're gassy and you're bloated and you get the bubble guts every time you eat some, but you just love it so much you keep doing it. Lactose is sugar. Anything ending with ose is sugar. And they made you think. If you cannot have dairy, what makes you think that raw milk is not dairy? What about? You cannot have dairy. You can't have no cow titties. You can't have no cow titties. In no way, shape, or form. What about that don't you understand? Y'all will not give up these things, and then you still have to take these blood pressure pills every day. And even if you don't have high blood pressure now, just give it some time. You continue to eat what you're eating, you'll have high blood pressure. Here are the rest of the things. How about yogurt? Are y'all remedial? Are you remedial? Mr. Anthony, you can eat whatever the fuck you want, sir. But the ingredient that's in your almond milk raises your blood pressure. It's called guar gum. Guar gum raises your blood pressure. So how is it any different from you drinking regular milk? Both of them are raising your blood pressure and triggering inflammation in your body. Y'all can't have no milk in none of its forms. What you gonna put the milk in? What you putting the milk in? Coffee? You're not supposed to have that either. You putting it in cereal? You can't have no cereal. So what you putting it in?
Stop touching that milk. It's my milk.
Fresh soybean making into milk. So you're just gonna, you can't have no soybeans, man. If you are blood type O, you can't have no soybeans. Let me tell y'all something. It does not matter if you live to be 1,000 years old. There is no way you are going to outwit your body. No way. And my question is, why do you want to? Your battle is not with the devil. Your battle is with your own body. Every day you get up and choose violence against yourself. You get up every day and fight your day one. This is your day one. You out here looking for friends on the internet and trying to make adult friends and trying to find a husband, trying to find a wife and a nurse in a purse. But the one thing that you need to be on one accord with is your body. And every day you fuck over your body for a plate of food. Every day. Every day you betray yourself. How you treat yourself is how other people are going to treat you. Every day you get up and abuse yourself. And then you expect to have a great loving relationship with other people. How can you attract into your life what you are not? You are abusive. So if you're looking around at your friends and the people that you've been in relationships with and wonder why you get abused physically, mentally, emotionally, it's because you're abusive. If you do not take your body into consideration when you're putting all the wrong shit in it, making it swell up, creating disease in it, because the disease you have, you did. No one gave you the disease. You cultivated the disease. You brought the disease about. And you still trying to figure out what milk can you put in it. The only way your body is going to heal up is if you eliminate these things. Okay? Go get your foods list, Marshall. Just eat all the beneficial foods for the next 7 days. You're going to lose 7 to 10 pounds of inflammation. You're going to feel better than you have in decades. Your sleep's going to be better. Your mood is going to be better. Your skin is going to be, everything's going to be better. Y'all got emotional fat. So what can we have? I want y'all to take a second and put your ailment in the comments. If you're dealing with an autoimmune disease, put in the comments. What is your ailment? Your fluctuating weight is also an ailment. You've been having pumpkin? That sounds good. If you do not have an ailment today, just give it time. It's just a matter of time. Because as long as you keep traveling down the wrong road, you're going to be where you don't want to be. That's just life. So what I want y'all to understand is this. All of the disease that you guys are listing were all preventable. Everything that you're struggling with has all of that stuff is preventable. PCOS, high blood pressure, anemia, your autoimmune diseases, all of those things were preventable. And then my second question is, why do you still have it? If y'all have an ailment, more than likely you're on prescription drugs. So the question is, why do you still have it? Ma'am, most of the shit that I say on this live don't come from no fucking book. It comes from me being on earth for 55 years and studying and reading. Okay? I come here to share 55 years of wisdom every single day. Okay? There is so much information on the internet. Y'all don't read shit. Y'all don't even read the labels on your food. Now all of a sudden everybody's a reader. Here's your first assignment, your first reading assignment. Go read every package in your house. That's a book. Go read every package in your pantry. Go read every label in your refrigerator. You're welcome. Okay? If you want to know what you should and should not be eating, click the link on my bio and get your foods list. Okay? All you have to do is eliminate all of the neutral and the avoid foods from your life. Only eat the beneficial foods and everything is going to change. Everything. So anyway, here are the other things that are raising your blood pressure. Okay? You're welcome. Here are the other things that are raising your blood pressure and triggering inflammation in your body. Kidney beans, lentils, bacon, navy beans, potatoes. Let's stop at the potatoes because this is usually the part when y'all want to jump off a bridge. Y'all gonna ask me about every color potato, every nationality of potato, what the potato was called in your country. Blood type O should never eat anything that turns into sugar in your body. The scientific reason is because you do not have any sugar on your red blood cells. Sugar on your red blood cells is the antigen. Okay? Blood type O has no antigens on their blood. That's why you guys can donate your blood to all the other blood types. because you have no antigens, it's not going to interfere with the antigens on the other blood types. So that simply means you don't have any sugar in your body, which means you should never have any sugar in your body. That's the simple way to understand it. And the thing is, y'all be the same people talking about, oh, sugar, it's sugar. Sugar's the problem. You should let go of sugar. You should stop eating sugar. Y'all are not sitting around eating a 5-pound bag of Domino's sugar. Y'all are eating high fructose corn syrup. Y'all are eating grains. All of y'all are eating potatoes. All of those things turn into sugar when you swallow them. Pasta was easier to walk away from than potatoes were. Potatoes are difficult to give up. But you got to ask yourself, do I want high blood pressure for the rest of my life? Do I want to be inflamed for the rest of my life? Do I want to eventually have kidney problems? Because potatoes are super high in potassium, which directly targets your kidneys. Potatoes are very difficult for the body to even break down because it is a starchy root vegetable. It ain't worth the trouble. Do I have a PhD? Why do I fucking need a PhD? Do you need a PhD to read? So you need permission to read, Anthony? Anthony, if I can't help you, go on with the rest of your day, sir. If you don't want what I'm saying, go the fuck on. No one is forcing you to look at my pretty face. Y'all out here doing every diet under the sun. Did you go to those people and ask them, do you have a PhD? Why the fuck do I need to have a PhD to read? This is why y'all don't read, because you don't think that you deserve to know shit. You don't think that you deserve to read. This is why shit is hidden from you in plain sight. It's in a fucking book, but y'all don't crack the books open. Everybody here can read what I'm reading. Everybody here can read what I've read. The first place for y'all to start is the National Institutes of Health. It's a whole big website where everything you want to know about health is there. Every research report is there. Everything about drugs, everything about food, it's all there. Hi, my love. What's up? What you doing? You look very mischievous, Fats. Are you in something? Are you doing something? You look mischievous right now. Are you having a good time? What's up? You good? All right. Go ahead and get them. Anything you want to know about potatoes? Anything you want to know about chicken? Anything you want to know, it's all there. Okay? So instead of y'all sitting up and looking at TikTok for the rest of the night, go on over there and read something. You do not have to take my word for it. And I don't have the time to sit here every day and lie to y'all. Like for what? Because the truth is worse than anything I can make up. That's the scary part. So let's talk about these potatoes. Okay? First of all, potatoes are nightshade vegetables. The other nightshade vegetables, which you could find out by Googling nightshade vegetables, okay, are tomatoes, which y'all are not supposed to eat either. Bell peppers, all colors. Okra, eggplant, sorrel, tobacco. Okay? Nightshade vegetables is a class of vegetables that have their own built-in insecticide. Okay? When plants are growing outside, insects will eat them. So the way that these particular plants protect themselves is to emit a phytotoxin when it feels threatened. Remember, these foods are living things. Vegetables are alive. Okay? And even after you cook them, they still have those phytotoxins. Those phytotoxins are released into your bloodstream. And when they come in contact with your blood, it causes a chemical reaction to happen. So now, not only have you threatened the vegetable, now the vegetable has threatened your body. When your body feels threatened, our defense mechanism, two of them, is swelling, which is inflammation, and mucus. Swelling protects the organs, mucus protects the immune system. So every time y'all eat something that your body does not like, every time you eat something that does not go with your genetics, you are going to make your body feel threatened. You are going to make your body feel like it's being invaded by COVID or bacteria or toxins, poison, something. And your body is going to react. The first thing it's going to do is swell up. The second thing it's going to do is create a bunch of mucus. These are reactions that you yourself can't control. Because once you learn what you are supposed to eat, you're only going to be putting in your body the things that it wants. And trust me, it only takes 3 days for your body to go from craving sugar to craving steak. That's the crazy part about it. This is not no long process. You're going to feel different in the first 48 hours of you not eating the thing that's keeping you inflamed. That is the solution. Whatever it is you're dealing with, this food is causing it. So, if you stop eating that food, that problem goes away. Am I making this shit up? For those of you that are on your journey, am I making this up? So as a blood type O, you cannot have potatoes or tomatoes. Just read the comments. I'm not making this up. All those people are getting these results that I'm telling you about right now. All these people are changing their lives. They're coming off their drugs. They're reversing diabetes. They're shrinking fibroids. They're doing all of this stuff simply by not eating the shit that's hurting you. And that's all you gotta do. Just try it for 7 days and watch what happens. You done tried everything else. Try it for 7 days and watch what happens. Go get the foods list off my page. So, hold on now. Here are the other things. Here are the other things that are raising your blood pressure and causing you to be insulin resistant and inflamed. So, the potatoes and the tomatoes. Also, corn oil, food additives, guar gum, and carrageenan. You came off your meds? Look at you. Your doctor is thrilled. Yay, I'm happy that your doctor is happy. Because most doctors be like, what are you doing? Da, 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 da. That's debunked. There's no science. Because they trying to keep you in that doctor's office. Guar gum is in your almond milk. Okay? So that's why when people are like, well, what about almond milk? I'm like, the ingredient that's in the almond milk, I'll start a 7-day challenge tomorrow. I will start a 7-day challenge. I'll put it up tonight so y'all can go get the foods list and y'all can start tomorrow. My life completely changed. When I started this, I could not even walk. I couldn't walk. Why don't you Google it? I'm not Google, sweetheart. I'm not Google. Do y'all wait until 7, 8 o'clock Eastern time to be asking me shit that you should be Googling? Carrageenan is in a lot of dairy foods, and it's also in a lot of lunch meats. That also triggers inflammation in your body, okay? And then peanut oil. A lot of the places that you guys eat fried food from fry their foods in peanut oil. They fry their food in soybean oil. You know who uses soybean oil? Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. You haven't had any inflammation since you changed your diet? Coconut does not benefit anybody, ma'am, at all. So, didn't you ask me that yesterday? I answered that question yesterday, whether you asked me or not. But, you know, you're going to do what you want. So let's talk about this bad bacteria in your gut. If you have any of these ailments, I want you to put it in the comments. Okay? Endometriosis, alopecia, acne, psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, dermatitis, yeast infections, urinary tract infections, H. pylori, E. coli, staph, cellulitis, thyroid problems, COPD, stomach cancer, colon cancer. All of those ailments come from bad bacteria in your gut. And when you have thyroid problems, the bad bacteria causes your immune system to attack your thyroid. That's what's wrong with your thyroid. Just crazy. So listen, this is the food that's creating an overabundance of bad bacteria in your body. This is the thing. The body... Sorry. We gotta pay homage. When that song comes on, you gotta stop mid-sentence. Ooh! Memories. Memories. That note just goes through your soul, doesn't it? It just goes through your soul. I've seen Prince 6 times, so every time I hear it, just... So anywho, our bodies are mostly bacteria. And that's when everybody's like, oh, how do we get rid of bacteria? You can't, because it makes up most of your body. Okay? The only thing we can do is to convert the bad bacteria into the good bacteria. That means being friends with this thing that inhabits this space in your body. You have to make friends with your bacteria, because bacteria has so many different processes that they are responsible for in our body. Okay? So before you try to make friends with people externally, you need to be making friends internally. That means stop feeding that bacteria what it hates and start feeding it what it loves. Okay? So here are the foods that it hates. Dairy foods. Bacteria in your body hates dairy. The number 2 thing that it hates, corn. Again. The number 3 thing that it hates, potatoes. Again. And then rhubarb, and drum roll please, oranges. Everyone's gut hates oranges and orange juice. I don't care if you fresh squeezed it. I don't care if it's from concentrate. I don't care if it's in the form of a cutie or a tangerine or a tangelo. Our bodies hate oranges. And I know we have been brainwashed into believing that oranges are so good and this is where we're supposed to get our vitamin C from. It's a lie. Psoriasis, thyroid, possibly stiff joints in your... Ma'am, you sound like you've been worked over. You sound like you've been worked over. Okay? So let's talk about leaky gut. I couldn't either. Every time I would eat an orange or drink some orange juice, I would have the worst heartburn on the planet. I would feel like my heart was just on fire. And I just could not understand why I had such a reaction to it. But here's what you need to know. Our bodies literally tell us what it can't have, but none of us have been paying any attention. Okay, so when you get heartburn and acid reflux and bloating and gas and the bubble guts, everything that they list on the Pepto-Bismol commercial is your body saying, I cannot eat that. Please don't put it in me again. But because we want to appease our tongue, we overlook these symptoms. I lived with a bottle of Tums on my bed for 5 years. So that meant I'm hard-headed as fuck for 5 years. I'm causing who knows if it's irreparable damage to myself because I'm continuing to eat the things that make me have heartburn and indigestion. And so I've gotten into such a rhythm because this is what we do. We start to become friends with the pain. We just accept that this is just going to give me pain. The pain is not normal. Just like they try to convince us that as we age, we're going to have these aches and these pains. As we age, we should just expect to be on prescription drugs. It is a lie. Age has nothing to do with how bad your body is. It has everything to do with what you're putting in it. Let's equate that to a classic car. Let's equate that to a classic car. You can have a classic car that is 25, 30 years old, and because you're taking such good care of it, it's got low miles, it's got its original paint job, it is running like it's just purring when you drive it. How do you explain that? Because a car of the same age is dilapidated, it's been taken to the junkyard. Everything is about how you treat it and what you put in it. So we're going to have to start thinking of our bodies as classic cars. Okay? So, here are the things that trigger leaky gut. Leaky gut is when your intestines become so soft that now food particles leak out of them. So your food is being processed, and because your intestines are soft, food particles break through your intestinal wall, and now they're just swimming around in your body. What causes that? Tomatoes, again. Corn, again. Dairy food, again. Vinegar. The scientific reason as to why blood type O cannot have a bunch of acidic foods is because your body is already naturally acidic. Come on, Anita Baker. Blood type O has to have a certain level of acid in its body for its body to run properly. But that does not mean you should be getting it from certain foods. Okay? Red meat is already acidic. Your body requires red meat, but it doesn't require vinegar. Okay? It does not require fermented corn. It does not require fermented apples. Y'all are not supposed to be eating fermented nothing. But what about kombucha? Leave it right on the shelf at the grocery. What about sauerkraut? You can't have sauerkraut, baby. So when you're thinking of vinegar, you're thinking of all of your condiments, your pickles, your relish, your olives, your salad dressings, your ketchup, your mustard, your mayo, your mayonnaise, your hot sauce, your barbecue sauce. All of that has vinegar in it. What else makes you have leaky gut? Coffee. Not only does coffee give you leaky gut, but it also stops collagen from being produced in your body. I've never understood the appeal of kombucha. Coffee stops collagen production in your body. Collagen is responsible for your healthy skin, hair, and nails. Collagen makes up 30% of your body's overall protein. 30%. So it's also responsible for the cartilage between your joints and your bones. Make it your last. Okay? It's also responsible for the cartilage between your joints and your bones. Have y'all never wondered why people that drink coffee consistently age faster? Y'all look old as fuck. And y'all probably just 27. Why y'all got wrinkles at 25, 27 years old? Why y'all got wrinkles? Why do y'all look older than the generation before you? Because y'all drink a lot more coffee than the generation before you. Y'all grew up on Starbucks. You grew up on it. We didn't grow up on coffee. Especially if you was black. What did the black family say to us about drinking coffee? Oh, you're not old enough to be drinking coffee. Coffee stunts your growth. Were we that off? We were always told that coffee stunts your growth. Now think about Hispanics. Hispanics are not very tall people. When I used to sell coffee in Organo Gold, kids were at the meetings and they were 5 years old drinking coffee. And I'd be looking at these little kids. They was running around like chickens with their heads cut off. And I was looking at these kids like, you let your kids drink coffee? They're like, oh, they drink coffee. They've been drinking coffee since. It ain't for me to judge. I'll just be like, oh, okay. That's their culture. Not black folks. We had to be 18 years old before we had our first cup of coffee. You would think we was trying to drink some liquor. And they would give us liquor before they give us coffee. They would give us beer before they would give us coffee. I think I had my first beer when I was 11. I'm not making this shit up. Okay? They just did not play around with the coffee. So anyway, let's talk about your thyroid. Let's talk about your thyroid problems. Okay? Beer for the worst. Because of bad bacteria. I'm drinking tea, ma'am. I drink tea every day. As soon as I start talking about some shit that y'all don't like, well, what are you drinking? Petty. I'm drinking my tea. It benefits my blood type. So listen, your thyroid problems are coming from bad bacteria in your gut. But there are 4 vegetables that when you eat them create an unfriendly bacteria in your gut as well. Okay? Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, mustard greens, and cauliflower. They create a very unfriendly bacteria in your gut. It depends on the day, ma'am. I have 27 different teas downstairs in my kitchen. I have every tea that benefits me in my kitchen. Okay? Everybody needs to go to the beverage section of your foods list and start getting that stuff. Get your tea. Why y'all don't have your tea? You're about to cuss? Well, you're welcome. I mean, we cuss over here all the time. Cussing don't offend us over here, man. Do your thing. Jordy's probably downstairs cooking Brussels sprouts right now. But he's a blood type B. Everybody just doesn't benefit from the same things, okay? Oh, I have lots of collagen supplements. I take collagen every day. And I don't even drink coffee, okay? On the CE Organic site, we have 2 collagens. One is bovine. Both of them can be taken by blood type O. One is a powder, and the other one can be taken by everybody, okay? So collagen complex is a capsule, and then the powder is just called collagen. And then on the Selfish supplement site, I actually have collagen creamer. So if you're going to drink your tea, if you're going to drink your coffee, you can put your collagen in your coffee and your tea. Okay? What is what? Collagen? Collagen is for healthy skin, hair, and nails, and for the regeneration of the cartilage between your joints and your bones. It is a protein. Okay? Just like, maybe y'all haven't heard about these things. Keratin. Keratin is a protein under the umbrella of collagen. Okay? Keratin helps your hair to grow and be healthy. That's why you'll see a lot of shampoos that have keratin. Okay? The body naturally has a bunch of different proteins that it creates. Collagen is one of those proteins that it creates. But when you're eating certain things or drinking certain things, coffee is the main thing, it stops the production of that protein. So now you're depleted of collagen. Okay? So let's talk about why you have a sluggish and slow metabolism. How many of y'all just tired all the time? How many of y'all just tired all the time? Hello? Hey, Royce, where you been? You just wake up tired. You always need a caffeinated drink to keep you going. The reason that you guys are tired is because you're eating wheat, kidney beans, and navy beans. Whenever you eat wheat, okay, it interferes, these three things, they all three interfere with your metabolic hormones. Our metabolisms run on hormones, okay? Everything that we eat and drink affects our hormones, either in a good way or in a bad way, okay? When you get your foods list, the stuff that's on your beneficial list literally supports your hormones, okay? So when you're eating wheat, kidney beans, and navy beans, it literally stops those hormones from doing what they're designed to do. They are designed to convert your food into energy to be used for fuel. But when you're eating wheat, kidney beans, and navy beans, it literally converts your food into sugar and stores it as fat. That's why you feel tired. Okay? Food is literally medicine and fuel. That's all it is. Either you're eating food that is going to support the processes of your body, or you're going to be eating foods that interfere with the processes of the body. Either it's hurting you or it's healing you. Okay? That's the only two choices you got. It's either hurting you or healing you. So let me tell you how you turn this around as a blood type O. These are the things that will help to address some of the issues you guys are dealing with. So if you are dealing with inflammation, because that inflammation is what is triggering your insulin resistance, and that insulin resistance is what's raising your blood pressure. Okay? Tap the screen and share the live. So first things first, let's reduce the inflammation in your body. Okay? And here's a tip. When I first started this, inflammation was my big problem. I was hurting from head to toe. I was hurting so bad I couldn't even get out of the bed. Okay? Now, I pulled out my list, and then I brought up anti-inflammatory foods. I looked at all the anti-inflammatory foods, and then I looked at my beneficial list to see which ones benefited me. Those are the things that I ate. That's what I focused on, because my first priority was getting rid of this inflammation, because that's what was causing my pain. If you're in pain, it's because of inflammation. Okay? If your blood pressure is high, it's because of inflammation. So, when you get your list, Google anti-inflammatory foods, and then check it against your list, and circle these things on your list, and that's what you should be eating most often. Okay? So, first things first, omega-3 containing fish. Omega-3s help to reduce inflammation in the body. So here are the fish that are highly beneficial for blood type O. Cod, halibut, red snapper, trout. You do not benefit from salmon. You do not benefit from tuna. I'll let you wrestle with that for a second. Because everybody's like, but salmon. You know what tastes very much like salmon? Steelhead trout. And it's cheaper. If I could have trout, trust and believe I'd probably be eating that shit 3-4 times a week. Because I love some rainbow trout. I was eating steelhead trout all the time. You cannot be allergic to fish. There are thousands of different fish. You're allergic to seafood. Fish and seafood are two different things. Everyone is allergic to seafood. Everybody. People kill me, I'm allergic to fish. You're not, because you haven't eaten every fish on the planet. The fuck? You're allergic to shrimp. You're allergic to crabs. You're allergic to shellfish and crustaceans. Trout is amazing. When I was growing up, I was eating rainbow trout all the time. And then I found out I'm not supposed to have no trout, so I'm highly disappointed by that. But steelhead trout looks and tastes very much like salmon. It's just not as fatty. It's just not as oily. Okay? Also, what else is anti-inflammatory that benefits blood type O? Walnuts. Y'all should be eating a handful of walnuts every day. Okay? I have a huge bag of walnuts that just stays on my bedroom dresser. I ate some before the live today. Okay? They are anti-inflammatory. They also help to eject parasites from the body. You should not be drinking walnut milk unless the only two ingredients is walnuts and water. Go read the package. If there's more than 2 ingredients in it, you should not be drinking it. Good. Don't ever buy any type of milk from the Silk Company. There are no benefits to pistachios, and as a matter of fact, pistachios are extremely harmful. Because there was just a report that came out about a month ago, because most people are buying their pistachios from the Wonderful Company in California. So pistachios, pomegranates, pomegranate juice, all have paraquat in it. That's one of them chemicals from Roundup. Go get your foods list. I'm not going to sit here and name every fucking nut that you benefit from. Paraquat does the same thing to it targets your reproductive organs just like Chlormequat does. The Wonderful Company is being sued right now. So you should not be eating no pistachios. Okay? Listen. Also, what is anti-inflammatory? Hazelnuts. Almonds don't benefit anybody. You're being scammed. Almonds don't benefit anybody. You're being scammed. I said fucking walnuts, didn't I? I didn't say every nut under the sun. I said fucking walnuts. What's wrong with you eating some fucking walnuts? This is why y'all don't fix y'all shit. Because y'all want to just substitute well, it's a nut, so I'm just going to eat that. I said what I said. Y'all overthink everything. It does not have to be this fucking complicated. Fucking walnuts. I didn't say black walnuts. I said fucking walnuts. This is why y'all can't get y'all shit together. Because y'all want to do what the fuck y'all want to do. That shit's crazy to me.
Y'all never substitute name brands for shit. When it comes to food, y'all be playing around.
Right. You ain't gonna go out here and buy no fake ass Birkin Well, I'm going to get a Lurkin. The fuck? You're not going to get a Lurkin. But when it comes to the things that you put in your body, you skimp on yourself all the fucking time. It just, to me, it just goes to show that you have absolutely no regard for your body until your ass is on your damn near your deathbed. Y'all won't change until you get super sick. Y'all don't practice preventative measures. You don't do anything until you have to do it. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't go down the path I was on. Don't go down the path most of us were on and get to the point that you're so sick you can't walk, or you get so sick that your organs are failing for some food. It's just food. Sorry, I have to go off on y'all sometimes because y'all don't listen. Your doctor is scamming you. You're being scammed. There is no healing in those drugs you're on. Nothing that you're taking from that doctor is going to heal you. Contrary, here's the thing. Every time you are on a prescription drug, it is filling your body with toxins. Prescription drugs, the base of a prescription drug is petroleum. So you are literally putting a bunch of toxins into your body every day. Do you know how cancer develops in your body? When your body gets overrun with toxins. And then whatever organ it is going to collect those toxins. And even in that, the doctor lies to you. It is a good thing that that organ is trapping all of those dangerous toxins in that particular organ. That's how the body works. Your body is always going to work on your behalf to try and save your life. Your body. It is designed to heal you, but you're the person interfering with its healing by taking prescription drugs and by eating all this shit you're not supposed to eat. You're the one stopping it. So stop praying to God for healing when you're eating all the wrong shit. Stop praying to God for healing when you leave the church and go to the fucking Golden Corral and fill your fucking plate up with a bunch of swine and barbecue. Oh God, I hope you heal my body. How the hell are you gonna heal your body? How? Sway. And even in that, you're working against your prayers. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. I'm your life coach every day on this live. That's why I come here. I don't do personal consultations. I come here every day. This is your consultation. You recently passed something the size of a beach ball. You shouldn't even have gotten that far. It shouldn't even have got that far. I bet you regret everything that you put in your body that created something in your body that's the size of a fucking beach ball, didn't you? You regretted it, didn't you? Let's talk about the rest of the things that are anti-inflammatory. There's nothing like regrets. The worst thing in the world is to regret some shit. So, walnuts, hazelnuts, flaxseed oil. These are all things that are anti-inflammatory. Parsnips, peas, pineapple. Hey, Hev. Hey, sis. Everybody say hi to my sister. Say hi to my little hard-headed sister. She another motherfucker that's hard-headed as fuck. That is something that O's exhibit in spades. I want to grab her up and shake her too. But I love her. So listen, what food, you're right on time, Heaven. What food does your bacteria in your body love? Remind me again, what food does the bacteria in your body hate? Dairy, corn, potatoes, rhubarb, and oranges. What vegetables does it hate? Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, cabbage, and mustard greens. Those vegetables create bad bacteria in your gut as well. I certainly hope my sister's not eating any of those things. She gonna make me get on a fucking plane, I swear to God. What does your bacteria love? Onions, first thing. Blood type O benefits from all the onions: red, white, yellow, green, Vandalia, sweet. Don't matter if you cook them or if you eat them raw like an apple. Loves onion. Okay? Y'all need to make that your side dish. No, I've been on here for a while. Y'all need to make onions your side dish. What else does it love? String beans, broccoli, escarole, chicory, Swiss chard, and kale. Please do not eat any raw kale. Do not eat any raw broccoli. Do not eat any raw dark leafy greens, because parasites love to hide up in dark leafy greens. Hi, Tashina. Parasites love to hide up in dark leafy greens. And the reason most of you guys crave carbohydrates or crave sweets is because you have parasites. How many of y'all crave sweets and carbs? Because carbs turn into sugar. How many of y'all crave carbohydrates? Are you on your last? No, I'm on O. I start with O every day. Okay? It's because you have worms, honey. You got worms in your belly. You said not anymore. Good. You got worms in your belly. You know how you can get rid of some worms real quick? Pumpkin. If you're a blood type O and a blood type A, pumpkin expels parasites from your gut. What eggs? What eggs? Eggs are not carbs. Okay? Y'all need to be getting some pumpkin seeds into your body every day. Make that your breakfast. Okay? Well, what can we have for breakfast? Have a handful of pumpkin seeds and some lemon water. There you go. That's breakfast. So, I have 3 recipe books. So when you go get your foods list, you can just start off with 1 recipe book. But the 3rd one has a bunch of different pumpkin recipes in it. Okay? Roasted pumpkin. And pumpkin season is coming up. I'm so excited for y'all. Y'all may not be as excited as I am. I don't benefit from pumpkin, but I get very excited about the thought of pumpkin. Egusi soup is pumpkin, if you know Nigerian food. Okay? Roasted pumpkin, pumpkin puree, pumpkin soup. So many things you can do with pumpkin. Okay? So, what is going to completely change your life? What's going to speed up your metabolism? What's going to clear up your skin? What is going to make you drop weight? What is going to give you a better mood because it raises your dopamine and your serotonin? Saying, don't come in here with the bullshit, ma'am. You can go on with the rest of your fucking night. Just go on with the rest of your night, ma'am. Y'all sitting up on 6, 7 different prescription drugs and y'all got a pocket full of jokes. Everything's so funny. Red meat. I know y'all always just say beef, but it's all the red meat. Blood type O does not benefit from no papaya. Red meat. Beef, lamb, veal, mutton, buffalo, deer, venison. Red meat. Okay? red meat literally elevates your dopamine and your serotonin. A steak will make y'all happier than any antidepressant your doctor puts you on. A steak. Yeah, y'all can have oxtail, but I would suggest oxtail soup because, and these are in my recipe books too, because if y'all trying to have some oxtail from the Jamaican place, there are way too many ingredients in there that you can't have. But oxtail soup, my friend, I got some oxtails in my freezer. What I usually do is when I make oxtail soup, I just drink the broth. But oxtail, have y'all made oxtail soup yet? You just had a T-bone steak? How you feeling? Oh, I'm so jealous. Have y'all made the oxtail soup yet? Go get the recipe books. Okay? I think I'm going to pull them oxtails out of my freezer. Oxtail soup is the best. It's the best collagen-filled broth you're ever going to have in your life. Oxtail. Y'all don't benefit from goat. Blood type B benefits from goats. Y'all don't benefit from goat. It's on your neutral list. But y'all have plenty of red meat that y'all can have. Mutton is just like goat. Hi. And cheaper. Have y'all ever bought mutton? Did y'all get some mutton yet? Yeah, it's in I got oxtail recipes in the book. Cow foot soup. I'd eat that. Yes, you got to do it. I will call you tomorrow, I promise, when I wake up. Good night. Yeah, you got to make oxtail soup. It's so simple, but I'm telling you, it is the best collagen-filled broth you're ever going to have. And all it is just some green, thank you. There's a gladiator cage fight happening behind me. What's up, Linka? What's up, Linka? Come here. Come here, Juju. Can you reach up here? Can you reach? Uh-oh, Fats has his baby. Look at this. You want to show them your baby? Where's your baby? Get it. Get your baby. Get your baby. Get it. Oh, Jesus Christ, Fats. You don't want to show them your baby? You don't want to show them? Huh? You don't want to see? You don't want to show them? Get it. Fats is one of the models for my the waterless dog shampoo. I hope you don't want me to pay him. He gets paid in all the snacks and the baby dolls and stuff. You want to get your baby and show everybody? Get it. All right. Well, never mind. I got to get back to work. That's mommy boy. Oh, you get it. Get me. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the baby. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Let me see. Give it to mommy. When y'all start hearing the squeaks. When y'all start hearing the squeaks, you'll know what tea to drink every day. It's on your foods list, ma'am. It's in the beverage section. Okay? It's in your beverage section on your list. So go and get your recipe books so you guys can think outside the box so you're not just eating the same thing every day. Okay? So what is going to encourage proper functioning of your thyroid? Turmeric and sea vegetables. Okay? The body makes what groove of constipation? I don't understand the question, ma'am, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to figure it out. Turmeric and sea vegetables. Sea vegetables is wakame, kombu, nori, seaweed, sea moss, bladderwrack, kelp. All of those things helps your body to raise its iodine levels, and though iodine protects your thyroid. So when your body is low in iodine, that makes your thyroid extremely vulnerable. A positive, can you have oxtail soup? No. I'm talking to blood type O right now. So what is going to repair your leaky gut? Because just about everything in your body is repairable, okay? So chicory, onions, peas, prunes, maitake mushrooms, beet greens, collard greens, and fava beans. You can go get your foods list and you can see exactly what fruit you can have. That's all you got to do. Click the link on my bio and get your foods list. So this is not the full foods list. This is just what ailments are you prone to, what foods trigger those ailments, and what foods can reverse them, okay? So click the link on my page, click on your blood type, download the foods list, only eat the beneficial foods, and watch what happens. Over the next 7 days, I swear for God, you're gonna lose 7 to 10 pounds of inflammation. But more importantly, you're going to feel better than you have felt in decades. And it ain't gonna take 7 days for you to feel different. You're gonna feel it in the first 48 hours. What the hell do you have to lose besides 10 pounds of inflammation that's hurting you? Go get your foods list. Where's blood type A? Let's go! Where's blood type A? On to the next. Okay? Blood type A. Okay, to get to my page, just click my name at the top left-hand corner. A white thing with my face and name is gonna pop up. 266 to 230. Go ahead, Rev. Every time you come in here, you know, lost some more weight. Good for you, sir. So when the white thing pops up, hit my face. It'll take you off the live into my page. Click the link and then download your foods list. All right? So blood type A. Blood type A is literally the complete opposite of blood type O. Blood type O was made to be perfection. Okay? You're the oldest of the blood types. You were the first people to inhabit this earth. Unfortunately, blood type A, okay? Blood type O has the strongest cardiovascular system, the strongest immune system. They are the most straightforward, basic of all of the blood types. Okay? What, baby? It only takes 2 things to make blood type O. What is it, Fats? What? Come on. What do you want? Come here. What do you want, sir? You need to go outside? You want Pop to let you outside? Go tell Pop to let you outside. Give him a snack. You want a snack? You want to go downstairs and get a snack out of the pantry? Go tell Pop to get you a snack. Go get it. That's what I hear all day. Blood type A, you have the weakest immune system, the weakest cardiovascular system, and you guys are predisposed to heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. Predisposed. Okay? Let me tell you a little story about blood type A. There are 2 things that are at the root of y'all's problems. Your cortisol and the fact that you are protein malnourished. Okay? Blood type A has a steady stream of cortisol in your blood all day, every day. Cortisol is your stress hormone. If you're a blood type A and you feel stress all day, every day, put it in the comments. It has nothing to do with the external things in your life. It has everything to do with the fact that you have more cortisol in your bloodstream. Okay, so it is natural for you to feel this way. It just makes you feel perfectionistic, like anxious, and just everything has to be perfect and all that. Okay? Cortisol is your stress hormone. And the fastest way to stress out your body is to put food in it that it can't digest. What can you do? Well, what I do is I take chill every day. This is how I combat it. Okay? Every day. This was the first product I created. This is for anxiety and stress. I take this every day. A lot of people here take this every day. You can digest alcohol. Well, it makes your blood thick, but good luck with that. So click the link on my bio to get you a bottle of chill. You're going to feel better in the first 20 minutes. It kicks in 20 minutes. You could be literally in the middle of an anxiety attack and take chill. Yeah, you know, CE Organics stands for cost-effective organics. Because I've sold health maintenance products my entire career, but they've always been expensive. So I wanted to make a premium line of products, a medical grade line of products that are affordable. Because you can't stay consistent with your supplementation if the products cost too much. And my supplements, the new line, are even less expensive. So check it out. The big problem with your cortisol is this. When you have high cortisol, we do ship to Canada. When you have high cortisol, it causes your insulin levels to be high as well. You seldom feel stressed? Good for you. No, it's not on Amazon, it's on my website. When your cortisol is high, it makes your blood sugar high. Blood type A can literally become diabetic from stress. How many of you guys are diabetic? When your cortisol is high and your blood sugar is high, your body now requires way more minerals from nutrients in order to bring those two hormones back into balance. When you're not giving your body food that it can digest and extract minerals from, you are forcing your body to suck minerals out of your teeth and your bones. So now you're walking around with gum disease and weak teeth, osteoporosis, osteopenia. Now you have to end up having hip replacement surgery, knee replacement surgery, elbow replacement surgery, big toe. What is your website? And I have gastritis, flare-ups, and bloating daily. You're eating the wrong foods, ma'am. The website address is ceorganics.com, or you can click the link on my page. So now you guys are experiencing bone demineralization, and that is your body is trying to keep itself alive by getting the minerals from wherever it can. So there's that. And then when you are protein malnourished, it literally increases the amount of cortisol that you have in your body. It's not taking me, what's not taking you to my page, ma'am? I'll say it again. Click my name at the top left-hand corner of your screen. A white thing is going to pop up with my face and my name on it. Click my name or click my face. It will take you off the live and to my page. I'm reading your life. Yikes. Well, we're going to help you fix that today, okay? So here's what's happening. Another thing that you guys are predisposed to is heart disease. Okay? Heart disease is the #1 killer in America. And black women have more heart disease than everybody else. The reason that you guys are so prone to heart disease is because your blood is thick. Blood type A has the thickest blood of all of the blood types. You have a higher level of blood clotting factor 8 in your blood. Our blood has a factor that if we got into an accident, it would clot so that we don't bleed out. Blood type O has the thinnest blood. Blood type A has the thickest. This is also why you guys are very prone to blood clots and DVTs and pulmonary embolisms. Have you guys had any of those things? How many of you blood type A's have high blood pressure? How many of you blood type A's have high blood pressure? Let me tell you another interesting thing. When you have high blood pressure, it is usually because you have insulin resistance. When you are insulin resistant, glucose is trying to get into your red blood cells and it can't. When it can't, it causes your arteries and your veins to constrict. So imagine a water hose. When you bend a water hose, how it's a trickle coming out of this end, but the pressure is building up on this end. Okay? Well, here's the thing. That puts pressure on your heart. I don't like sarcasm, so don't call me doctor. I'm not a doctor. I would never be a doctor because I don't lie to people. Anywho, now you're putting pressure on your heart simply because you are eating a bunch of carbohydrates. You're causing your body to release a bunch of insulin into your bloodstream that's not getting into your cells. That's causing your arteries and your veins to get smaller and smaller and smaller. That's putting pressure on your already very vulnerable heart. So what could happen? You already have thick blood. You're causing your arteries and your veins to get smaller. Hold on. I had to hear that. Tamar Braxton can sing. I'm not a fan, but that girl can sing. Okay? So, listen to this horrifying combination that's going on in your body as a blood type A. You have thicker blood, larger than normal red blood cells. You're eating carbohydrates that cause your body to just pump insulin into your blood. The insulin's not getting into your cells, so it's causing your arteries and your veins to get smaller. So you got this thick ass blood and these large ass red blood cells trying to squeak its way through your very small arteries and veins. What you think gonna happen? Blood clots, DVTs, heart attacks. Blood type A has more heart attacks than everybody. So let's talk about the foods that are at the root of all of your problems. Number one thing is red meat. The reason that blood type A cannot have animal protein is because you do not have enough stomach acid to break it down and digest it. When you put food in your body that your body is incapable of digesting, you are causing the food to putrefy in your stomach, creating acid reflux and indigestion and problems. So anytime y'all eat red meat, pork, organ meat, crustaceans, the reason that y'all cannot have crustaceans is because lobster and crab are very high in saturated fat. And your body can't digest saturated fats. You also cannot have shellfish because they're high in saturated fat. Shellfish is shrimp, crawfish, oysters, clams, mussels, scallops. I've already talked about the O's today. You missed it. You also cannot have tropical oils. Coconut oil, avocado oil, palm kernel oil, because you can't digest it. You also cannot have no industrial oils. That's corn oil, grapeseed oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, canola oil. You can't digest it. And then cheese. Y'all cannot have no dairy food because you cannot digest it. So what's the fastest way to stress your body out? The fastest way to stress your body out and increase your cortisol levels is to put food in your body that it cannot digest and shit out. So, if you're feeling anxious and you're feeling stressed all day, every day, it's because you yourself are increasing your cortisol levels. And cortisol settles in your midsection. So if you got that stubborn belly fat that you can't get rid of, it's cortisol. You can drink whatever you want to drink, ma'am. I don't suggest anybody drink, especially, let me tell you why I don't think blood type A should ever drink coffee. Because blood type A already ages faster than all the other blood types. Hold on a second. Jordan! Ryan just wrote back. Send him those documents. Ryan, the processor for the CBD.
Okay.
He just wrote back. You need to send him these things that he needs.
He needs 4 things.
Yes. Like a copy of the driver's license or passport, the EIN stuff. But he said we're good to go though. Once we get that, and some pictures of the CBD products. The reason that blood type A should not be drinking coffee is because blood type A ages faster. Boy, Jordy scalped the shit out of that bush today. Y'all want to see it? Jordan scalped the shit out of that bush. I said cut 4 to 5 inches off the bush. He sent me this picture. I was like, I didn't tell you. Hold on. Hold on. You wanted us to get rid of the bush? That bush is naked. It was hot. It's 115 degrees out here. Jordy said, y'all better not complain about no Hispanics doing no damn lawn work, because y'all motherfuckers don't want to get out there and do it. That's why I said I always have respect for landscapers and shit, because that shit is hard and it's hot. No, I'm in Vegas. No, it's fine. It'll grow. But they want to watch something grow. They want to clock the leaves. They got something they can watch now. You got a problem? We gonna remove the problem. You ain't got to worry about that bush for quite a while. And I sent a picture to the owner. He was like, oh, thank you so much for taking care of it. I'm sorry that these people are being ridiculous. Don't worry about. I said, I've lived all over this world. Them people are not going to disturb my peace. I'm going to smile and wave every time I see them. And they can look at this naked ass bush. But here's the thing that bothers me. And Jordan and I were talking about this. He just saw Jordy. They were exchanging pleasantries just this past weekend. You doing a little small talk, but then you want to send fucking pictures to the HOA committee. Why didn't you just say, hey, let me talk to you about this bush? Because when I see him, I'm going to ask him. That's what it is. That's what that is. Because when I see him, I'm going to be like, hey, brother. Hey, Uncle Thomas. How come it was that you didn't say something to us about this bush? Did Jenny Thomas not want you to say anything to us? Anywho, I'm gonna ask him. Hey, bruh. The biggest issues that y'all have, I don't like shit like that. I don't. But what I'm not gonna do is let them disturb my peace. I am at peace. I will cut every green thing out of that front lawn, every green thing that exists out there. I will cut it, all of it. I will chop it at the root. And Jordy sprayed, when he pulled the stuff up, he sprayed weed killer on it. Any little green thing that's growing that ain't supposed to be there, it ain't gonna grow no more. I'm gonna give her something else to fixate on. You're gonna stop fixating on this bush. I'm gonna give you something else. But again, the problem is these black people live in the neighborhood. They don't know how it is that we make our money. They don't want to ask because they're gonna get cussed out if they do. But they're wondering how we got here and how we afford to be here. That's what that is. So instead of theorizing, why don't you get your nuts up and ask us? She probably ain't eating according to her blood type either, so she can fucking watch the lives. The fuck? That's what that is. Because you know, come on. You know they sitting around like, what are they doing? They just bought new cars. They just... I'm always in my lane. They're the one in my lane. You get in my lane, I'm going to run your ass over. Everybody has a lane. Everybody has a lane. I stay in my lane. That's why y'all don't ever see me doing a bunch of shit that don't have nothing to do with me. Okay? I don't bother nobody. I don't be asking about nobody. I don't wonder what the fuck they do. I don't care. I do not care. The reason that I stay in my lane is because my body needs my attention. My health needs my attention. Okay? My family, my dogs, my plants need my attention. They don't need my attention. Okay? I am in my selfish mode. And this is where I'm trying to get y'all to be. I'm trying to get y'all to be as selfish as I am. I'm trying to get y'all to be as self-centered as I am. Because when you are selfish and self-centered, you ain't got time to be worried about everybody else. When you are selfish and self-centered, you do not have time to be worried about everybody else. Half of y'all sick right now because y'all worried about everybody else. You worried about your kids. You worried about your mama. You worried about your husband. You worried about your sister. You worried about... Nope. I'm not going to do it. I've spent my life taking care of everybody else. I'm not taking care of nobody else no more. It's like my niece today, oh, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do. Well, good luck. Sometimes it's not for us to rescue people. How are people going to learn their lessons? How are they going to learn what God has in store for them if we rescuing everybody? Okay? Sometimes you just have to, and I know it's hard to watch people go through their processes and watch people that you think are in pain and you want to save them from the pain. No, you learn through pain. Every lesson you have learned in your life, some pain was involved. Wasn't it? every hard lesson that y'all done learned, some pain was involved, wasn't it? Like Bernie Mac used to say, they gonna learn, they gotta learn. You don't think I want to rescue Jordy from shit? I just be like, I already know how it's gonna work out. He gonna have to figure out how it's gonna work out. Okay? So it's time for us to focus on just us and be unapologetic about it. I know it feels strange in the beginning, especially when you are a mother. Remember when your kids were young and you never spent any money on yourself because you had to make sure they were taken care of? Every time you got some money, you was make sure they had shoes and clothes and food, and you would never spend a dime on yourself because you would feel guilty. I used to feel so guilty anytime I spent a dime on myself. That's what mamas do. You gonna have to listen. You went out and worked for that money, you better spend that money on yourself, because the happier you are, the happier your kids gonna be. The happier you are, the happier your kids are going to be. Your kids are happy. They don't need all that shit. I learned that from my mom working three jobs. That's why my mom died at 41. Because my mom was so busy trying to take care of these 3 kids as a single mom. She out here working 3 jobs to get us Christmas shit. And I'm the oldest, so I'm peeping game. Okay? But if I could have traded that time that my mom was spending at work for them toys that we were going to break the next day, I would have rather have had my mom at home making some fucking cookies, drinking some eggnog, playing some games. But she out here stressing out over some fucking toys. For what? Your kids value your time more than they value them games. They value your time more than they value that new phone. So anyway, what are the foods that are making your blood even thicker than it already is? If I could have spent more time with Jordan growing up, because I was a single mom. I worked every fucking day. From the first day of his life till he went to the military, there were no days off. None. And you know what he regrets the most? The time I didn't spend with him. No, I started spending, but I was still working. I started working from home. When he went to freshman year of high school, I worked from home the whole 4 years he was in high school. So he saw me every day. He didn't want to, but I was always working though. Always. But that's what he remembers. Him being a latchkey kid at 8 and 9. Him making dinner and I didn't get home from work until 8 o'clock at night. I done left at 7 in the morning and didn't get home until 8. There were days for a whole 2 years I didn't see Jordy's fucking eyes open. Because I would leave before he woke up and I'd be back by the time he was already in the bed. But we were never homeless. He never went without no food. We never had our electricity cut off. None of that shit. But if I had a chance to do it all over again, Jordy would have been homeschooled. I would have taught him everything that he needed to know. I would have figured out how to work from home a lot sooner. I would have started businesses a lot sooner instead of working for corporate America. I would have done that. I provided. Okay? God provided patience and wisdom and strength, all of the intangibles. But that work I did with these hands. Okay? So listen, and if y'all don't know what your kids' blood types are, please go to Amazon and get the Eldon Card blood typing kit. And get the family one. I think the family one costs like what, $35, and you get like 5 tests. But this is what it looks like. So if you don't know what your kids' blood types are, you need to find out. Okay? The best thing that I've ever done as a mom was teaching Jordan how to eat according to his blood type. Because he is not going to have the ailments I had. His kids are not going to have the ailments that they could have if they eat contrary to that. This is how you break these generational habits. Okay? Because the reason that we are all sick as a family is because we all share the same blood and we're all eating the same foods. So how do you break this generational habit? You gotta start. It starts with you. It starts with you. And what y'all don't realize is everybody is watching you. Okay, and I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, my family doesn't listen to me and my family's not doing it. I'm doing it by myself. Because your family is watching. Do you know why your family doesn't just jump on the bandwagon that you're on? It's because you have started and stopped and started and stopped and started and stopped everything in your life. You haven't finished anything. The reason that I know this for sure is because in network marketing, people would go from one network marketing company to another network marketing company and another network marketing company. And the first thing out of their mouth is, my family and friends don't support me and they won't buy products from me and blah, 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 blah. Why is that? Because you done started and stopped every time. Every time you start and stop, your family's like, see, I knew she wasn't going to stick with it. I knew she wasn't going to stick with it. Why would I support her when she's just going to quit anyway? So if you want to inspire your family, you're going to have to stay the course. You can't be slipping in front of these people that are watching you. Because the minute you slip, they're going to say, see, I knew you weren't going to stick with it. So you can't inspire those folks around you if you half-assing it. You got one foot in and one foot out. You straddling the fence. How you going to inspire anybody? Lecture time is over. Let's get back to the list. Let's talk about what is making your blood even thicker than it already is. It has to be not just a lifestyle change. It has to be a commitment. That's what y'all are not making. You're not making the commitment. In order for me to save my own life back then, I had to commit to myself. I had to marry myself. I had to get to know myself. I had to relearn everything about me. Y'all have been in that body for decades and you don't even know anything about it. You don't know how it works. You don't know how it processes food. You don't know anything about it. So you're living with a stranger. Apply the same energy that y'all apply to dating and getting to know people on these dating sites to yourself. Keep that same energy, fam. Y'all be running background checks on people and this and the other. Run a background check on you. Run a background check on you. Now remember, blood type A already has thick blood. But there are foods that make your blood even thicker than it already is. What foods are those? Vinegar. Anything with vinegar in it. Remember, every condiment in your house has vinegar. How do we build a stronger mindset? You have to want it. The beginning of anything is to want it. Desire is the first step in any process in your life. You have to want it. How can I make more money? You have to want more money. How can I do such and such? You got to want to do it. Your mind believes anything that you tell it. This is why delusional people get farther in life than realistic people do. Jennifer Lopez in no way, shape, or form should have been a star. She can't sing. She can't act. Why is she a mega star? There are so many people that you're sitting back like, why? I can't even understand why is anybody paying any attention to these people? They can't sing, they can't act, they have no talent. They have delusion. Delusion will get you farther than you being realistic every time. Anything that you tell your mind, it believes. The problem is you're not telling your mind. You're not. You think that your mind runs you. You run your mind. You tell your mind what to think. There are very few things in this world that we can control, but you can control your thoughts. You can control your emotions. You can control the level of commitments that you make to yourself. And if your self-esteem and self-worth is too low, you're going to need to work on that. Because if you ever sit up in your body and think that something else deserves your commitment more than your body deserves it, then that's a you problem. That's a you problem. Nothing comes ahead of me. Nothing is better than me. No one is better than me. You know how people be like, you think you better than everybody. I do. Why wouldn't you think you're better than everybody? First thing out of your mind, I don't think I'm better than nobody. I think I'm better than everybody. Everybody. You should think you're better than everybody. Why don't you think you're better than everybody? Why do you want to be on the same level as the next person? I think I'm the best thing since sliced bread. You may not think that, but it don't matter what you think. It matters what I think. Y'all sitting there, oh, I saw this girl who was speaking so horribly about herself. Okay? This girl was talking about, I see clothes that I want to wear all the time, but my body is so disgusting. It's so horrible that I could never wear these clothes. I don't know why my body's like this. I absolutely hate it. And this and just hearing this woman talk about herself like that, I became incensed. And y'all know I don't really be commenting on people's shit like that. But I told that girl, I was like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You literally have one body, and this is how you speak to it. Your body hears every single thing that you say about it. If you were in a friendship with somebody and you said that to that person, would you and that person still be friends? Why do you think that it's okay to say these things about yourself, to yourself, that you would never say to another human? Most of the people that you know won't even show up to your funeral. And you spend more of your time trying to impress them than you do trying to impress yourself. I hope that, and it's not even a hope because it's going to happen. When you speak this way to yourself, your body's like, oh, really? Okay, I'm not going to let you have one restful night's sleep. I'm going to make sure your body is as horrible as you say it is. I'm going to make sure it does not in any way, shape, or form perform any of the processes that you want it to perform. I'm going to make it so that you can't walk every day. I'm going to make sure that every single thing that you are commanding, because when you say these things out loud, you are setting things in motion. Your body's horrific and your body is horrible and you hate it. I'm going to do everything to reinforce your thoughts. That's how the universe works. So as long as you remain negative about yourself, the universe is going to provide more and more evidence to support your thoughts. That's why you have to start being conscious of the things that you think and the things that you say. Y'all just be saying anything. That's why when I get off this live, I don't even talk. I don't talk before the live and I don't talk after the fucking live. Y'all just be saying any old thing, especially on the fucking internet. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Because imagine you are literally unleashing a herd of horses. The minute you speak anything out into the universe, you are commanding the universe. That's why they say you need to bridle your tongue. There are principles in this world that y'all are not operating by. And maybe I need to do a series on that because I've taught on this several times on Instagram. There are principles that you have to operate by. Universal laws that you should be operating by. The law of reciprocity, the law of this, the law of that. This shit is real. It's more real than religion. Because all of this is energy, all of it. If you have to start being responsible for the energy that you bring into the room. Okay? And the reason a lot of people aren't responsible for their energy is because you don't take accountability for the shit that you do. A lot of people have a very victim mindset. You're sitting back and thinking all of these things are happening to you. No, all of these things are happening because of you. All of these things are happening because of you. So if you sit and reverse engineer where you are in your life, it's because of you. Good or bad. So first things first, we got to get this food together. Because what you put in your body dictates what you are going to feel. Okay? Food is at the root of most of our problems. Because the food has the power to make you feel good or feel bad. You cannot accomplish nothing when you feel bad. Your only ambition in life is to wake up every day and feel good. Because if you can just accomplish that, you can do anything. Your ambition every day should be feeling good. Things are not going to always go your way, but you can control your thoughts. Okay? Feel it for 5 minutes. Get it out of your system. Be angry. Yell and scream at your pillow, whatever it is. Process that emotion, but get back to feeling good. Y'all have no idea the power that holds. Okay? So whatever you need to do to feel, you know what I do to feel good every day? I take this chill. When I get off the live, I don't drink no alcohol. I'll drink me a couple of those IOs. I make sure that I take my supplement, whatever I need to take to feel good, because that's going to keep my energy right for all the things that I deal with in my life, I do. What the fuck are y'all struggling for? Why are y'all struggling? So the things that are making your blood super thick, that's setting you up for blood clots and pulmonary embolisms and DVTs and eventually heart attacks: vinegar, oranges, dairy products, distilled liquor, and the guar gum that's in your almond milk. Makes your blood thicker than it already is. Tap the screen and share the live. Blood type A has an overgrowth of bad bacteria. Now, couple that with the fact that y'all have a weaker immune system than everybody else. This will explain why y'all always get some sort of infection, some sort of cold, sinus problems, mucus problems. The reason that blood type A makes more mucus than everybody else is because you have a weaker immune system. When you have a weak immune system, your body has to overcompensate for that weakness because mucus protects your immune system. So if you have an overabundance of mucus, it's because your body is doing what it's designed to do, and that is to protect you. So stop complaining about mucus. Get your ass a box of tissue and blow your fucking nose if you need to. Your body's doing what it needs to do to keep you from being sick or to recover quickly. But what is creating an overabundance of bad bacteria in your gut as a blood type A? Potatoes. All of the potatoes. Blood type A can never eat potatoes, ever. Not sweet, not sour, not Irish, not Idaho, not whatever you call it in your country. Y'all can't eat no potatoes. What else can't you eat? Ground black pepper, navy beans, kidney beans, lima beans, whey protein shakes, oranges. Oranges are extremely dangerous for blood type A. Extremely. And here y'all are out here being vegans and vegetarians and fruitarians. Where were y'all getting y'all protein from? These beans? Navy beans, kidney beans, lima beans, chickpeas. Do y'all know what chickpeas do in your body? Same thing corn does. Chickpeas stop insulin production in your body. You haven't even worked out. How you feeling? Walking is the most effective workout for everybody. The only blood type that requires high intensity exercise is blood type O. Blood type O. There's only two things that blood type O needs to be happy and healthy: high intensity exercise and red meat. That's it. Because both of those things raise your dopamine and your serotonin levels. Okay? You were a vegetarian before and you were so puffy. Now I'm feeling amazing. Fantastic. Man, I tried to go vegan. I was vegan for 2 weeks and gained 10 pounds of painful inflammation. Because as a blood type AB, we are not supposed to be eating all these beans at all. Not chickpeas, not kidney beans, not lima beans, not mung beans, none of that. Black beans, and I was eating all of them beans. I was in so much pain. So how do we turn this around for blood type A? Remember, I told you that your biggest problem as a blood type A is the fact that you are protein malnourished. The reason that you're protein malnourished is that your body, your stomach does not have enough stomach acid to break down animal protein. Okay? So if you don't have enough stomach acid, your body can't digest the food and it cannot extract the minerals and nutrients from the food, and you can't crap it out. By you being protein malnourished, it causes you to have more cortisol, which then raises your blood sugar levels and triggers diabetes in your body. What you mean what? What's the what, ma'am? First of all, I'm not telling y'all nothing that y'all didn't already know. When y'all eat a fucking steak, y'all can't shit that shit out. I'm not telling y'all nothing that you didn't already know. So what is the protein that is going to change your life as a blood type A? Soy. I'll wait for all of your reactions. Ain't no way y'all can shit out no steak. No way. Soy, tofu, tempeh, bean curd, texturized vegetable protein, soy curls, just like beef not. But I heard soy raises your estrogen. It's not true. It's not true for blood type A and blood type AB. Okay? Not true at all. Okay? Soy is a complete protein, just like beef. The difference is beef is animal, soy is plant. Okay? I must have had no mods on here today. I don't know why you little nasty girls always trying to come up on my live. Tashina, you need to get rid of those people. Every time you see the check my private video, get them on out. Okay? Soy is freaking amazing. How many of you guys have anemia? How many of you are anemic? I was horribly anemic before I started eating for my blood type. I was over that anemia in 6 weeks because soy is extremely high. You have the sickle cell trait? Have you watched Supercell? Y'all need to watch Supercell. Soy is extremely high in iron. Extremely. And if you have any female issues like PCOS and fibroids, you need to be eating. Yes, on Netflix is really good. Soy is the world's most powerful isoflavone. And isoflavones is what you need if you have a bunch of female problems. Supercell is a bunch of black, like superheroes, and they all have the sickle cell trait. And I told y'all about sickle cell before. Sickle cell is when your cells, and this is why it's black people that have sickle cell. Your cells have evolved to the point that it protects you from malaria. Super cell. I love soy milk. I benefit from it. If you're blood type A and AB, you benefit from soy milk. So they have powers. They all have powers. They all do different things. You got to go watch it. You got to go. I was highly impressed. I'm probably going to rewind it back and watch it again. But it is about, yeah, I watched it in one day too. It is about a group of people that don't know each other, and they all have the sickle cell trait from their parents. And there is this organization that has been kidnapping these people and using them for their powers. It's really good. It's on Netflix. So this secret organization has been locking up all these black people using their powers for nefarious reasons. It is really good. It is the most unique show you're going to see in a very long time. Supercell. So it's the sickle cell trait. They just found, about 6 months ago it was announced that they found a cure for sickle cell. The cure is only going to cost you $2 million, but that's neither here nor there. But what they said was, through all of their research, they found that the sickle cell became the sickle cell because it is a cell that has evolved to protect you against malaria. I lived in Nigeria for 2 years. I've had malaria 6 times. 6. Okay? Everybody in Africa has malaria. So, this is why black people only have sickle cell. Because as Africans, malaria is something that will kill you. And your body, our bodies have evolved to adapt to our environments for centuries. So you having the sickle cell is an evolutionary thing. You have the trait? Hi. So I don't have the trait. But malaria is no joke. The first time I had malaria, I literally thought it was the end of me. I thought I was going to die. I thought it was the end. And then I got it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. I don't have sickle cell. But I had a roommate when I was 18, I was going to hair school. I had a roommate who looked like Mariah Carey. You did not know that this girl was black. Go over and watch Dr. CB for Healing. Let me go ahead and get you on out of here, because you got one person. You literally made your account to come up here and say that. Dr. CB can kiss my entire black ass. I'm sorry if y'all feel like Dr. CB was your savior. It was not. Yeah, malaria would. Boy, that fever, I really thought I was going to die. Listen, I try not to be disrespectful of people's beliefs, but I feel so strongly that Dr. CB and all of these hoteps are paid to influence, especially black people. There is nothing redeeming about being vegan or vegetarian. Veganism and vegetarianism have made more people sick than anything else. Trying to get y'all to eat fake meat. You don't think these people are getting paid to do that? Getting y'all not to eat the meat. You want to know why they don't want y'all to eat the meat? You know why they don't want the 99% of us to eat red meat? Y'all, I can't eat it. Because they want to eat it. The 1% want to eat beef. The 1% want to eat lamb. The 1% want to eat buffalo. The 1%. They don't want our poor asses eating up all their good beef. So they create all of these other things for you to eat. They grow meat in the lab and tell you to eat it. None of these rich people are eating no damn Beyond Meat. Even the people that advertise this meat to you are not vegan and vegetarian. Kevin Hart has created a slew of a chain of restaurants, and he's not even vegan. Bill Gates has bought up most of the farmland in America, and he's not vegan. So why is it that you can't have no meat but Bill Gates can? Why is it that you can't have no meat but Kevin Hart can? If they believe in veganism so much, how come they're not vegan? This is shit I be talking about. Nobody's paying attention. Kim Kardashian on the Beyond Meat burger commercial, she didn't even eat the meat. She didn't even eat it. But nobody paid attention to it because everybody was like, oh, it's Kim Kardashian. She's eating. She wasn't. She never even bit it. She didn't even swallow it. Go look at the videos. She was exposed right after that commercial came out. So my thing is, why is it that we can't be healthy? Because health is reserved for the rich. 70% of all Americans is on at least one prescription drug. 70%. And their ambition is to have 99% of us on a prescription drug. That's the goal. So, if you do not know anything about tofu, which a lot of y'all don't, I have a 10-minute tofu tutorial pinned on my page. It will let you know everything that you need to know about tofu. And think about it, guys, you're on an Asian app. So there are hundreds of thousands of tofu videos right here on TikTok. Tofu will completely change your life because you are now putting the right amount of protein in your body. And as we age, the body literally requires more protein, not less. Okay? The body requires more protein. So the more you live, the longer you live your life and you're depriving your body of protein, you're going to get sicker and sicker and sicker. Okay? Well, tofu, I don't really like the texture. If you don't like the texture, first of all, the texture changes if you freeze it first. How did you like the tofu last week? Because most people are very surprised. Okay? And another thing, whatever seasonings you put on tofu is what it's going to taste like. Just like chicken. Whatever, you can do so many things to chicken. That's the same mindset you need to have with tofu. Anything that you can do with chicken, you can do with tofu. Okay? Also, you guys benefit from 25 different fish. 3 different types of salmon. Okay? Snapper, sardines, all of that. What the heck is tofu? It's nothing. It's nothing. When you get your foods list, you're going to see 25 different fish that y'all benefit from. Do you have to cook it? Yes. Would you eat raw chicken, ma'am? If y'all have an air fryer at your house, all you have to do is put it in your air fryer. All you gotta do is put it in your air fryer. That's it. Season it up, put it in the air fryer. No, it's not only A tonight. I'm just still on A. I have 3 different recipe books. They don't have to Google tofu recipes. I have assembled them all for you based on your blood type. But if you need to see visually, all you gotta do is go to the little search thing on TikTok and type in tofu. See you next time. Okay? Just go right into the little search bar on TikTok and type in tofu. Okay? Ooh, purple lights. Thank you for reminding me. Just turn the lights on. Oh, turn my Bluetooth off. It's gone over to purple. I know what else to say. This is called Ocean. That's blue. Let's just go up to the regular color. Purple. There we go. So let's talk about what's gonna thin out your blood. I didn't see your question. You're gonna have to type it again, Fire Goddess. What's going to thin out your blood and get your blood flowing the way it needs to flow and bring your red blood cells back down to their normal size? Lemons and water. Those are the first two things. Y'all need to start, thank you. Y'all need to start your day with lemon water. The benefits of lemon water are amazing. First and foremost, blood type A creates more mucus, right? Lemon breaks up mucus in your body. And it also helps your bowel movements. So when you start your day with lemon water, it's going to break up all of that mucus. B is next. It's going to break up all of that mucus and help you to flush it out. What else thins out your blood? Pineapple, blueberries, blackberries, green tea. Oh, a prime cell. Ooh, prime. I'm about to go over there and load up on paper towels and toilet tissue. They are predicting that another pandemic is coming. Y'all need to get prepared. Y'all need to get prepared. I ain't buying no frivolous shit. I'm going to load up on the shit, the necessities. Y'all ain't catching me out there. I ain't getting caught out there like I did the last time. Yeah, it's going to get worse. I'm going to start buying more jugs of water. Who what? The world, Craig. The world. You had no lights for 6 days. I saw a video from a lineman down in Houston. You're in Houston? I saw a video. God saved me. I'm going to give God all the praise. Okay? God saved us from moving to Houston. Because we had found a realtor. We were looking at houses. We had planned to move to Houston. And that whole winter storm happened. It totally exposed the inadequacies of the power grid in Houston. And I said, if I wanted to live in Nigeria, I would move to Nigeria. Because the electricity that y'all have down there is pretty much the same as it is in Nigeria. You paying for it and you ain't gonna get it. So thank you, God. But I saw a lineman, because all of these linemen were coming from different states to help y'all. They don't even have a tax system in Nigeria at all. They don't have a tax system. This guy was saying that the linemen that had come in to help them put the power lines back up and get the power on were being attacked, kidnapped, pew-pewed at, beat up. And this man literally said, you live in Houston and you've never lost any power? Aren't you lucky? I want to know what side of Houston lost all the power. Is it the poor side? I'm very curious. Is it the poor, immigrant-ridden side? It was just black and brown people? That's what I thought. That's why y'all damn governors wheeling his way through Asia. It's not all God. What it is a weather machine. Y'all gotta stop pulling God into the group chat. Isn't it interesting that none of the rich places get fucked up? Y'all haven't noticed that? None of the rich places get fucked up. Just like they did to Puerto Rico. They trashed Puerto Rico just so these rich people could come in and buy all the land. Just like they did to Hawaii. Trash Hawaii so all these rich people can come in and buy up all the land. They displaced the poor people and then they did indigenous people and then they go and sell that same land to the rich people. That's what I said. If you live in Houston, you need to have a generator. There's no house in Nigeria that does not have a generator. San Francisco, Oakland. Look at Oakland. Oakland is decimated. San Francisco, decimated. Go look it up. Go look up the weather machine. Mark. I'm not going off the grid. I'm not going off nobody's grid. If you're going to go off the grid, just make sure you have a big enough generator for your house. But the government does not want you going off the grid. Your neighbors lost power and you didn't? Well, that might have been God. That might just be God, ma'am. It's all, listen, none of this shit happens by accident. Everything happens on purpose. That was God. You're right. Everything happens on purpose. Nothing happens by accident. Why ain't your governor in the state? Your governor wasn't there for the winter storm. Why wasn't your governor there? It's just timing. If this man is wheeling his way through Asia in photo ops and shit, but his constituents are in the dark. I don't even know how y'all let Greg Abbott win that election to begin with. I don't even know how y'all... What was that boy's name that ran against him that almost won? What was his name? What was that man's name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know how y'all let Greg Abbott win. You said it was fixed. I believe that. I believe that. Beto O'Rourke. Isn't that his name? That man should have won that election. I don't know what y'all was thinking. I'm going to tell you right now, you better not let his ass win again. Y'all better vote his ass right the fuck out. Y'all deserve better than that. But anywho, what is going to... Fats? Oh, Fats' fat ass is right here on the land and knocked out. I didn't know you was... Boy, he is asleep. Scared the hell out of me. What is going to make your bacteria happy? Escarole, dandelion, chard, rapini, which is broccoli raw, fava beans, prunes, and silver dollar mushrooms. Y'all, it's late. Do y'all still want me to do blood type B? I know it's 11 o'clock over there. Y'all still want me to do blood type B? Well, anybody can win if you fixing it. Anybody can win if you keep fixing it. All right, I'll go ahead and do the B. All right. So let's talk about blood type B. Who else here is a blood type B? You still gonna have to go get your foods list. You still gonna have to get your foods list. You're welcome. No problem. I ain't got nowhere to be. When I get off here, I'm gonna go back to work anyway. So let's talk about blood type B. Here are the ailments that you guys suffer from. Lectin sensitivity. Lectins are just little small proteins in all whole foods. Okay? When those lectins come in contact with our blood, it causes a chemical reaction to happen, and it could either be a positive reaction or a negative one. Okay? When it is a negative one, I'm going to do AB after B. I go in order, the same order every day. Okay? When it's a negative reaction, it triggers inflammation, bad skin, gut problems, hormonal fluctuations, all of that. Okay? That's what lectin sensitivity is. So if you have any of those ailments, put in the comments. Also, something that's common with blood type B is liver dysfunction. If your liver is not functioning properly, because your liver is your biggest detox organ. So if your liver is not functioning properly, you're not going to cycle out any of that high estrogen. You're not going to cycle out all of those toxins that are in your body from prescription drugs and all those things. Okay? Something that is very unique to blood type B also is hyperassimilator tendencies. As a hyperassimilator, that means you have an excessive amount of a particular bacteria. That particular bacteria, called alpha glucosidase, breaks down starches and turns them into sugar in your body. Blood type B has the largest population of diabetics in the world. How many of y'all are diabetic? And also an unbalanced gut. All of us have unbalanced guts or have bad bacteria. All of us. We just have different levels. Okay? So let's talk about what is the problem food for y'all. The main problem food for blood type B and AB is chicken. Blood type B and blood type AB can never eat chicken. And to be honest, no one should be eating chicken because chicken does not benefit any blood type at all. Chicken and pork should be completely eliminated from your diet. Completely. Okay? Let me tell you about this damn chicken. Blood type O benefits from nothing but red meat. No other kind of meat, just red. Okay? Chicken, today's chicken has been genetically modified to have higher levels of estrogen because estrogen is a growth hormone. Okay? So the chickens that you're eating today are only 42 days old. They're only 5 weeks old because today's chicken, it only takes them 5 weeks to grow to slaughter weight. Today's slaughter weight is 6.5 pounds. So those big ass rotisserie chickens that y'all are seeing at the Walmart and at the Sam's Club and at the Costco, that's a chick. Every time y'all eat some chicken, you are filling your body with estrogen. How many of you guys have an autoimmune disease? Put your autoimmune disease in the comments. Put your autoimmune disease in the comments. 50 million Americans has at least one autoimmune disease. 50 million. And out of those 50 million, 80% are women. And if you have lupus, MS, and rheumatoid arthritis, it's 90% women. Now ask yourself, why is it that women have autoimmune diseases and men don't? Okay? The reason is autoimmune diseases feed on estrogen. And 70% and 70% of women in America over the age of 35 have estrogen dominance. So it is you triggering these autoimmune diseases. The reason that chicken is so dangerous is because there is a lectin in the meat of the chicken. And it doesn't matter if that chicken is organic or ghetto. It doesn't matter if it was farm raised or raised on the streets of Chicago. It's still chicken. From the dawn of time, that chicken has had this lectin. From the dawn of time, blood type B and blood type AB should never have eaten chicken. Okay? The lectin in the meat of the chicken attacks your bloodstream, causing your red blood cells to clump together, creating blood clots, pulmonary embolisms, autoimmune diseases, and stroke. Today's eggs are also high in estrogen. You cannot have an estrogen-free egg. Even today's turkeys have higher levels. The reason that they have modified the chickens to grow faster is to meet demand. The number one selling meat in the world is chicken, and it is literally one of the most dangerous. Pork is the most dangerous because pork is naturally toxic to the human body. The next one is chicken. Now, let's think about all of the illnesses that Black and Hispanic people have. Let's tap the screen, guys. Let's get over 100,000 likes, okay? I've been on here for a while. We should have been at 100,000. The reason that Hispanics and Blacks have more diseases than everyone else is because our culture is rooted in chicken and pork. 71% of the African American community is never supposed to eat white meat. 71% of the African American community benefits from only red meat. Okay? 50% of Hispanics are diabetic. So, if you are a man and your estrogen is high, you are triggering type 2 diabetes and prostate cancer. How many dudes do y'all know that have type 2 diabetes? When your estrogen is high, it triggers growths in your body. Why do you think men have man boobs? Why do you think their mood is what it is? Okay? Because anytime a man's estrogen is high, it makes his testosterone low. What other foods raise estrogen in your body? The number one thing is chicken. Anything else can be a substitute for chicken and pork. Blood type B benefits from red meat. Hello, my love. Did you have a good nap? Did you have a good nap, bud? You was knocked out, man. I heard you snoring and shit. You got like you worked construction today. Listen. Blood type B and blood type AB. Chicken will literally kill us. Okay? All of this estrogen in our body is what's triggering. How many of y'all got fibroids? How many of y'all got PCOS? Put it in the comments. Fibroids and PCOS come from chicken. You can go over to the National Institutes of Health and read the reports. Okay? Diabetes is linked to chicken. Obesity is linked to chicken because chicken is a growth hormone. Chickens have 100 times the level of estrogen in its little body than we have in our whole human body. Chickens have the exact same sex hormones that humans have. Chickens have estrogen, testosterone, androgen, progesterone. They have the exact same sex hormones. So literally, you're eating a little human that's filling your body with estrogen. And it is because of that estrogen that you are maintaining the autoimmune disease that you have. The reason that you know it is estrogen is because your autoimmune disease will fade away post-menopause. When the estrogen leaves your body, your autoimmune disease will leave. I again will say turkeys are higher in estrogen today than they were yesteryear. And blood type B does not benefit from turkey, only blood type AB does. Do I have any of these diseases? Absolutely not. I've never had a fibroid. I've never had PCOS. I've never had any female issues like that. I'm in my almost my fifth year of menopause. My menopause was horrific. The first 2 years of my menopause, I was having conversations with God about when I was ready to leave. I was ready to go. I was prepared. Because the conversation was, if I have to live the rest of my life in this level of pain, I'm ready to go right now. That's where I was with it. I was bleeding profusely. I had horrible anemia. I was in pain from head to toe. I could not walk. I had gotten so bad I couldn't walk. I couldn't get out of the bed and walk. I was wearing compression socks. I was wearing Skechers. No offense to the people that wear Skechers, but I am not a Skechers girl. I've been eating according to my blood type for 2 years. I rid my body of all of that. The main thing that was at the root of my problem, eating fucking chicken. The minute I stopped eating chicken, everything changed. You just bought your first pair of Skechers? My sister said they were adult stride rights. Because me and my sister and my nieces we have our own little sneaker club. So whenever we buy a new pair of shoes, we always send the pictures to each other in the group chat. And I sent her a picture of the big ass white Skechers that I bought. Huh? You have some turkey somewhere? Do we have some turkey
Yes. I'm
What?
making some greens.
somewhere? Why can't you use that turkey sausage? Yeah, there's turkey sausage in the freezer.
Oh, man.
It's just in the back of the top row.
Okay, babe.
Yeah? Jordy's making some greens. So, hold on. My sister was like, them look like adult stride rights. I couldn't help but laugh because they did. But those are the only shoes I could wear. So when I started eating according to my blood type, my shoes went back down to a size 9. Because of the inflammation, I had to wear a size 10. Okay? So my feet went back down to a size 9. They are a size 9 right now. Okay? So when you start eating according to your blood type, you're literally not eating the foods that inflame you. The thing that was inflaming the shit out of me was the chicken. It was increasing my level of estrogen. It was causing me to bleed. It was causing me to have night sweats and hot flashes. So everybody that's going through menopause, just know that if you're eating chicken, that's the problem. If you're dealing with all those symptoms, because I'm telling you right now, menopause is the worst. You think you done been through some shit? Menopause is hands down the worst shit ever. Who else is going through menopause beside me? It's not bad now because I'm not eating anything that's making it bad. I've never contemplated suicide before, but I was contemplating suicide. And did you know that that's part of menopause? It makes you have suicidal thoughts. I'm in my 5th year. You going through menopause? You only 34? Did you have a hysterectomy? Because my sister, I remember my aunt was 32, but she had a hysterectomy and it threw her right into menopause. And then my sister had a hysterectomy and her hormones were all over the place. So, but here are the other things that are giving you the lectin sensitivity besides chicken. Okay? I've never had a problem, had my hysterectomy, and every problem went away. Never took any med. Aren't you lucky? You are lucky. I didn't have a hysterectomy. All the women in the previous generation all had hysterectomies. So me and my cousins going through menopause, we don't have anybody to ask because everybody had a fucking hysterectomy. Yeah, you are blessed. So we're figuring out this menopause thing by going through it. We didn't have nobody to ask no questions like, is this normal? Is this normal? Is this what happens? Yeah, all of my aunties, all of them had hysterectomies. My mom passed away, but my mom had fibroids. And of course, her doctor was talking to her about a hysterectomy. Y'all have got to stop letting these people yank out your parts. Okay? If you're sitting up right now with PCOS and endometriosis and fibroids and all, do not allow these people to give you hysterectomies, because that's what they want. Black women have hysterectomies 3 times as much as other races of women. Well, why is that, you may ask? Because we're eating fucking chicken. I'm sure it was the best thing you ever did, because you were still eating chicken, ma'am. That's why it was so bad. If you are in a bunch of pain and the only way to stop the pain is for you to have a hysterectomy, then of course you're going to feel like it was the best thing you ever did. But y'all are losing your ability to have kids because of food. How come your doctor didn't tell you to stop eating fucking chicken? Because a surgeon's job is to sell surgeries. I bet you were still eating chicken, weren't you, Malika? Them fibroids were driving you crazy, but I bet you were still eating chicken. That's why it was driving you crazy. You only had one, that's all you ever want? I got the one too. I only have the kids I can afford. I can afford the one. I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna have 2 or 3 kids that I can't afford. I'm just not gonna do it. Can y'all, I mean, listen to what I'm saying right now. There are women out here that are having hysterectomies in their early 20s. I benefit from turkey, but I don't eat as much turkey as I probably should because of the estrogen. I eat way more fish and tofu than I eat anything. I don't eat as much turkey as a regular AB would eat. And the turkey that I do get, I get from Sprouts, and it's from local farms. So there's a difference between that turkey and Jennie-O. I don't suggest anybody eat Jennie-O turkey. Do not buy that shit. Okay? Because when you see the turkey wings from Sprouts compared to a Jennie-O turkey wing, it's a totally different looking turkey wing altogether. Thanks. Totally different turkey wing altogether. Yes, local farms. You just ordered a pasture-raised turkey, it is going to cost you a fortune. You know where else you can go get some turkey too? Hispanic markets. Hispanic markets always have mutton, they always have lamb, they always have turkey legs, turkey necks, turkey wings. If you're buying this shit from the big box stores, the quality is trash. But if you're getting it from like a Hispanic market, yeah, El Rancho. What are some of them? I'm gonna tell you the ones that I have in my Instacart that I usually get mine from. Let me tell you. I do a lot of shopping from 99 Ranch Market, that's the Asian market. El Super. El Super, and there's something called Bonita something I usually get stuff from. La Bonita. They always have turkey wings, turkey leg. I hate I cannot stand El Pollo Loco. I remember when we first moved to California, we kept hearing about El Pollo Loco, how good it was. We ate there one time, that chicken literally tastes like wood. Y'all remember that rap song? They said the chicken tastes like wood. That's what El Pollo Loco tastes like. Wood. So here are the foods that are going to give you swelling, painful inflammation, hormonal fluctuations, bad skin, neurological problems. Chicken, corn, buckwheat, wheat, sesame, amaranth, soy, and rye. Blood type B and blood type O can never have soy. Soy is only for blood type A and AB. Okay? What's up, Mr. Hoy? What is messing up your liver function as a blood type B? Lentils, black beans, black-eyed peas, mung beans, artichokes, and aloe. Please let go of the beans. Okay? Now let's talk about this hyperassimilator. Let's talk about this particular strain of bacteria that's in your gut. Okay? This particular strain of bacteria breaks down digestive resistant starches, turns them into sugar, and stores them as fat in your body. Yeah, aloe. Alpha glucosidase is why most people are diabetic. Okay? Because the drugs that the doctors prescribe to you, metformin, for example, is considered an ACE inhibitor. The ACE is alpha glucosidase. So your doctor is prescribing you diabetes drugs just to inhibit that one strain of bacteria in your gut. What foods create that overabundance of alpha glucosidase bacteria? Peanuts, tomatoes. Y'all are not supposed to eat no tomatoes. Soy, cashews, corn, cornstarch, ground black pepper, poppy seeds, pinto beans, maltodextrin, and rhubarb. Those foods is why you're diabetic. And what is it that's messing up your gut? What is feeding your bad bacteria? Sorghum, peanuts, sucrose, dextrose, carrageenan, distilled liquor, and acacia. What about chickpeas? Chickpeas stop insulin production in your body. Just like corn. Nobody should be eating no damn chickpeas, because you're eventually going to end up a diabetic. So how do we turn this around for blood type B? How do we block that lectin sensitivity? How do we stop that inflammation and the neurological problems and the hormonal fluctuations? This is going to shock the shit out of you. Cultured dairy products. Sour cream, Greek yogurt, ricotta cheese, kefir, cottage cheese, mozzarella cheese, farmer's cheese, feta cheese, and paneer. Blood type B benefits from certain cultured dairy products, because those cultured dairy products act like probiotics and prebiotics in your gut. Crazy, right? What is the protein for blood type B? Halibut? Oh, wait. Let me start with the good stuff. Lamb. Goat. I thought the chickpeas is alkaline. So what? Y'all don't even know what the fuck that means. What does it mean that your food is alkaline? What you think it's gonna do? I'll wait for the answer because I'm so curious. What you think it's supposed to do, babe? Well, it's alkaline. What is it supposed to do? What is it that you think it's supposed to do? Y'all out here drinking alkaline water? Scam. You're out here eating all these alkaline fruits and vegetables? Scam. Your body's already electric. How is it going to reduce the acidity? Your stomach is straight acid. There is nothing that you're going to eat that is going to deplete the acid in your stomach. Where does the food go that you eat? Where does it go? Into your stomach. Stomach acid is like battery acid. Stomach acid is like the blood of the aliens that were burned through the floor. And you think that eating some chickpeas is going to reverse the level of acid that you have in your stomach? I need y'all to employ some common sense. I need y'all to employ some common sense. There is not anything that you're going to eat that is going to deplete your stomach acid. And as a blood type O, your body has to have acid for it to run properly. So you're literally trying to deplete something from your body that is a necessity because Dr. Sebi told you to do it. That's the same man that told you that mucus is the beginning of all disease, but it takes mucus to blink your eyelids. It takes mucus to process the food through your intestines. Delete mucus, ma'am. If you depleted mucus from your body, it would die. Y'all have got to stop buying into this bullshit and learn something about how your body actually works. You're being lied to just to sell you a bunch of fucking loose herbs. That man was a fucking scammer. I try to be respectful, but y'all won't let me. Well, I thought it was alkaline. What are your thoughts on the medical medium and celery juice? Nothing. I have no thoughts. I don't have no thoughts about no scams. I don't have any thoughts about some quick fixes. I don't have any thoughts about some extreme shit. My only thoughts are eating according to your blood type. Y'all are so focused on trying to lose weight that you completely neglect the health of your body. Anywho, the protein that benefits blood type B, lamb, goat, venison, deer, mutton, rabbit. What is it, baby cakes? Come here. What's up? Jordan, give the dog some food. Give him the rest of that brisket. It's on the counter. Go eat. Go eat. Yeah, y'all just want these quick, y'all just want Band-Aids. Y'all do not want to be healed. You just want to put a Band-Aid on something. We have to stop thinking like that. We've been trained to think that way. And I get it. I fell victim to it too. But when you know better, you should do better. Okay? So what are the fish, some of the highly beneficial fish for blood type B? Halibut, cod, mackerel, sardines. Sardines are super high in omega-3s. You want your skin to improve immediately? Eat sardines every day for 2 weeks and watch what happens. Eat a can of sardines every day for the next 2 weeks and watch how your skin changes. Just watch. What is going to improve? I've already gone through A's. I'm on B's now, okay? What is going to improve your liver function? If your liver is not functioning properly, it does not cycle out those high levels of estrogen. Your liver is what cycles out excessive levels of estrogen. So you should be making sure that your liver is functioning properly. Okay? I've already done the O's, sweetheart. I've been on here for hours. We are wrapping it up. Go get your foods list. Click the link on my page and download your foods list. So what improves your liver function as a blood type A? This is what Jordy's making right now. Mustard greens, beet greens, green tea, licorice root tea. This is what I drink every day. Parsnips, curry powder, ginger root. Okay? What is going to blunt that bacteria in your gut that is making you diabetic? Mushrooms, silver dollar, enoki and maitake, whey protein shakes, blueberries, Brussels sprouts, blackberries, and grapes. Okay? And what does your bacteria love? Brewer's yeast, molasses, and cabbage. Okay? We had a long discussion about kimchi yesterday. Get into kimchi if you're blood type B and AB. Well, B mainly. So we're done with blood type B. This is not the full foods list. This is just what ailments are you prone to, what foods are triggering those ailments, and what foods will reverse them. Okay? So where is blood type AB? If you do not have your foods list, just click the link on my page and download it into your phone. Okay? Blood type AB, this is the last one for the night. I'll be back again tomorrow, so if you missed any of it, just come back again tomorrow. Okay? Here's what we are prone to as blood type ABs. I'm blood type AB negative. So this is my group. Bacterial overgrowth, cell signaling issues, stress, and lectin sensitivities. Blood type AB is a hybrid blood type. Okay? Well, we've already discussed everything. So by the time we get to blood type AB, we've already gone over the attributes of these different foods. So by the time, we've already talked about A and B. Blood type AB is a hybrid of A and B. So there's not a whole lot of time to spend on it because we've already gone over it. That makes sense? So just like with blood type B, we have lectin sensitivities. Lectin sensitivity is the lectins in food you are extremely sensitive to. Okay? So here are the foods that we should never eat. The number one thing is chicken. Because the lectin in chicken attacks our bloodstream, causing our red blood cells to clump together, creating blood clots, pulmonary embolisms, autoimmune diseases, and stroke. Okay? What else is giving us swelling, inflammation, bad skin, gut issues, hormonal fluctuations? These are all the symptoms of lectin sensitivity. Okay? Chicken, corn, haddock, flounder, kidney beans, mung beans, chickpeas, sesame, sunflower seeds, lima beans, black beans, fava beans, black-eyed peas, and buckwheat. We are not the bean people. Blood type B and blood type AB we're not for beans. Okay? What is giving us bad bacterial overgrowth? If you have any of these ailments, put it in the comments. Alopecia, endometriosis, H. pylori, staph, yeast infections, urinary tract infections, depression, anxiety, thyroid issues. All of those things come from bad bacteria in your gut. Alopecia is when your hair falls out. All of those things come from bad bacteria in your gut. IBS, IBD, bad bacteria. Okay? What gives blood type AB bad bacteria? Oranges. Oranges are bad for everybody. Oranges and orange juice is bad for everybody. All of your skin issues. So your acne, eczema, psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, dermatitis, cellulitis, rosacea, bad bacteria. So for AB, it's oranges, camembert cheese, bananas, distilled liquor, dextrose, sucrose, fructose, guar gum, guava, mangoes, carrageenan. Let me tell you an interesting story. Y'all know I drink those Hi-Os. My favorite one is strawberry guava. I completely forgot I cannot have guava. I was noticing that I had started having heart palpitations. And I could not pinpoint why am I having these heart palpitations. Is it stress? Is it whatever? I was sitting in my room the other day and I just happened to pick up the can and I was reading. The ingredients for all of them are the same except for the flavorings, for the juices. Guava. I immediately did not drink any. The last time I drank it, I think, was 3 days ago. I haven't had any heart palpitations in 3 days. Okay? You gotta read the labels. Sometimes I slip too, because that's a new flavor for them. I usually just drink the peach mango and something else. I have no problems with those. So, cornstarch, sago, adzuki beans, radishes, rhubarb, sorghum, and Jerusalem artichokes all create bad bacteria in our gut. I've started to be aware also, you've been checking labels. You got to, because they cannot be trusted. So what is stressing out and unbalancing our immune system? Sorghum, sucrose, dextrose, carrageenan, distilled liquor, acacia, coffee, aspartame, and pork. I know I had that pork episode last week. That was the worst. I cannot have no pork. It always makes me feel like I have the flu. Okay? So how do we turn this around for blood type AB? To block the lectin sensitivity and all of those symptoms that come from the lectin sensitivity, yogurt. So Greek yogurt, feta cheese, farmer's cheese, and mozzarella cheese. You miss me, I'm right here. What is the protein that benefits blood type AB? Turkey. We're the only blood type that benefits from turkey. Also, cod, eggs, which you need to be careful with them eggs because they are high in estrogen. Okay? Tuna, salmon, sardines, grouper, tofu, and tempeh. What improves our cell signaling and takes the stress off of our immune system? Watermelon, curry powder, figs, garlic, onions, cranberries, green tea, eggplant, cherries, plums, olive oil, peanuts, walnuts, walnut oil, and blackberries. I'm reading your foods list, ma'am. You can go get the foods list. Just click the link on my bio. And the link to get the book is on my bio too. But why buy the book for just the list? So what is going to improve? What makes our bacteria, our gut bacteria, happy? Mushrooms, silver dollar, portobello, enoki, and maitake. Miso, cabbage, kefir, amaranth, dandelion greens, watercress, and brewer's yeast. Okay? We did it! No, there's no monthly fee. How about fake liquid eggs? Well, liquid eggs they're not, first of all, they're not fake, but they are grade B eggs, meaning the worst eggs they make into the liquid eggs. Okay? But also liquid egg whites don't have any of the estrogen in it because they don't have any of the nutrition in it. All of the nutrition in the egg is in the yolk. Okay? We are done. We did it. We made it through. No, I'm not staying on here a little longer, girl. Go to bed. Aren't you in England?
Wait.
Why are you up?
Oh, listen. Wait.
No. I will see you tomorrow. I gotta go feed my machine. Yeah, you missed the I'm here around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay? Check for me between 6 and 7 Eastern time. All right? But I'll be back again tomorrow. So y'all have a great night until I see you again. Bye.